Why disrespect from family drains you more than disrespect from strangers? There's a kind of exhaustion that doesn't live in your muscles. It sits in your chest. It tightens every time you step into the house, every time you open your room door, every time you hear that familiar hey. But with a tone that already puts you beneath them. When strangers disrespect you, you get annoyed and move on. You walk away. You block. You forget. But when your own family disrespects you, it hits different because they believe they have a right to talk down to you, protected by one magic sentence. I'm only saying this because I care. It sounds like love. But a lot of the time, it's control wrapped in gift paper. They care by interrogating your life, cornering you with questions, then finishing with a humiliating conclusion. So when are you finally going to get your life together? They teach by comparing. Look at your cousin. They worry by belittling. That job of yours isn't real. And you, because you want peace, because you want harmony, swallow it. You swallow it until you start doubting yourself. Am I too sensitive? Am I ungrateful? And then you try harder, work more, prove more. But the more you prove, the more comfortable they get judging you. That's the loop of a kind person without boundaries. You give people permission to step on you and then hope they'll suddenly become respectful. That doesn't happen. Most people don't change if they don't have to. If they talk to you the same way and you stay silent, they keep doing it because it's convenient. You'll notice the clearest sign. You don't enjoy coming home anymore. You avoid meals. You avoid gatherings. You stop talking. Not because you hate your family, but because every time you open your mouth, you get cut off, criticized, or lectured. You start living like home is a checkpoint. You prepare answers like you're on trial. How much do you make? When are you getting married? When are you having kids? Why don't you have a house yet? Why don't you have a car yet? You answer, and still get judged. So what's the point? Here's the brutal truth. Silence is not always kindness. Long-term silence is training. It teaches people. Talk to me like that. I can take it. Then they believe you can take it and they increase the dose. And when you finally react, they play victim. It was just a joke. You're so sensitive. We can't even talk to you. So you shrink back again. You apologize for defending yourself. From today, stop. You don't need to explode. You need standards. Standards are locks on doors. If you don't lock your door, anyone walks in. When you lock it, respectful people can still enter, only the rude ones get stopped. And listen carefully, setting standards doesn't make you a bad person. It just means you're done being someone's punching bag. Respect is not the same as flattery. Respect is simple. Speak decently. No humiliation. No sarcasm. No dragging the past out like a weapon. Advice is fine. But advice must not turn into insult. Today I'm giving you 6 calm responses you can use with family. No yelling. No disrespect. No childish competition. Just clear boundaries and consistent behavior. If you've ever stayed silent at the dinner table just to avoid being labeled disrespectful, type one word, enough. Not for me, for you. 3 foundations plus the first 3 responses. Before you use any sentence, remember 3 rules. Speak slower than your emotions want. Your emotions want you to snap back, but snapping back puts your neck right where they want it. Speak less than your anxiety wants. Anxiety wants you to explain yourself until they understand. But many people don't want to understand. They want to win. Speak, then stop. Don't lecture. Don't beg to be heard. Don't plead for empathy. The more you talk, the more material they have to twist. Families often use 3 moves: cutting you off, twisting your meaning, dragging up your past. So your responses must be short, strong, repeatable. Response number 1: yes. That's my choice. When they mock you. Oh, look at you, so proud. Wow, confident today. That job isn't going to get you anywhere. Everybody does that. What's special? If you rush to prove yourself, you lose, because they'll switch topics endlessly. What you need is one thing: zero shame. You say, calmly, yes. That's my choice. I'll take responsibility. Then stop. If they push, how are you going to take responsibility? You answer, I'll handle it. I'm not asking you for anything. Then stop again. Sarcasm survives only on your shame. Remove the shame, it dies. Example. Them, can that job even feed you? You, yes. I'm choosing this path. I'll handle it. Them, you're stubborn. You, I hear you. Stop. No drama. No explosion. But solid. Response number 2: what do you mean by that? Say it clearly. Families love poison in fog. A sigh. I'll look. A half sentence. Then innocent face. Whatever. Forget it. Nothing. Do what you want. Then later they tell others. They're so difficult. You pull it into the light. You ask gently. What do you mean by that? Is that advice or criticism? I want it clear so I know what to fix. Ask like you want definition, not a fight. Then stop. People who hide behind vagueness hate being asked to be specific because specificity exposes cruelty. If they still stay vague, you close it. Okay. So there's no specific feedback. Stop. Example. Them, yeah, whatever. You, whatever how. Say it clearly. Them, nothing. You, got it. Stop. Response number 3: I'll let that go this time. But don't talk to me like that again. This is a boundary with humanity. You give them a chance. You don't argue. You warn. You say, I'll let that go this time. But don't talk to me like that again. I understand you're worried. But that tone doesn't work for me. That kind of joke isn't funny to me. Don't repeat it. And here's what weak people avoid. If they repeat it, you don't preach, you change behavior. I'm stopping here. Then you leave the table. Turn off the call. Go outside. End the interaction. You don't explain why you left. Leaving is the message. People will call it attitude. No. It's standards. Pick one sentence you will use this week and write it down. If you don't write it, your brain goes soft again and you'll swallow it again. Comment 1, 2, or 3 to commit to your first move. Response number 4: let me finish. When they cut you off. Enough. We get it. Don't explain. You talk too much. Shut up and keep peace in the house. Interrupting is how they keep power. You use one line. Let me finish. Normal voice. Direct eye contact. No begging. If they interrupt again, repeat. Let me finish. Repeat a third time, same sentence. You're teaching. If you want a conversation with me, you respect my turn. If they still refuse, you end it. When you're ready to hear the full thing, we can continue. Stop. Response number 5: what are you actually worried about? When they attack your identity. You're lazy. You're useless. You embarrass the family. Everything you do fails. If you argue details, you sink into mud. They're good at mud. They've trained for it. So you reframe. What are you actually worried about? Money? Health? Other people's opinions? My future? Is there a specific concern you want me to address? Once the real concern is named, the conversation becomes less toxic. You can accept worry. You do not accept insult. You close with. I accept your concern. I do not accept disrespect. If they say, I insult you so you grow up. You answer, I grow through specific feedback, not humiliation. Stop. Response number 6. I'm noticing a repeating pattern. One comment can be denied. A pattern cannot. This is for families who repeat the same cycle for years. Every time you share a plan, they mock you, predict your failure, conclude you're wrong. You say calmly, I'm noticing a repeating pattern. Not once, many times. Whenever I share something, it turns into sarcasm and conclusions that I can't do it. I see it clearly now. And I'm telling you clearly, I won't accept that anymore. Then stop. Don't bring examples, they'll argue each example to exhaust you. Naming the pattern is enough. Now, the technique to avoid the argument trap, the broken record. Pick one boundary line and repeat it, no extra words. Example line. I'm not continuing if I'm spoken to like that. They ask. Like what? What did I say? You repeat. I'm not continuing if I'm spoken to like that. They push. Are you playing games? You repeat. I'm not continuing if I'm spoken to like that. After 3 repeats, they understand, no fuel. And the final truth weak people avoid. Your boundary must have action. If you speak boundaries but never move, you're just a loud victim. Action can be: leave the conversation. Stop contact for a few days. Skip toxic gatherings. Only respond when the tone is respectful. Harsh but real. Soft people get eaten. If you want peace, you must become solid right where it matters. If you want me to write copy and paste answers for specific situations, like being questioned about salary, being pressured into marriage, being pressured into having children, being publicly compared in front of family, describe your situation in the comments. I'll make the next episode.